You know what, guys? I absolutely love replay mod. But do you know when I actually really hate replay mod? When my computer crashes and everything disappears. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of the IgnitorSMP. I'm picking it up here because my original plan for the beginning of this episode was kind of showing you guys the time lapse of this. Is that a chest? No. Was destroying out this perimeter and then coming in to tell you what's going to be in it. But all of my time lapses of building these and digging this area out flat with onyx and just doing the prep work to this farm or this area is completely gone. It does not exist. It is poofed like a magician's pigeon. So welcome back, everybody. I don't know if I already said that. Did I already say that? To another episode here of the IgnitorSMP. Today we are working on a little bit of perimeter here because I sell slime, okay? I decided early on in the season that slime, that's something I want to sell. That's something that I want to actually take the market on. So I built a small slime farm. Well, now that slime farm, it's not good enough. It does not hold the current value that it needs to for us to actually thrive on selling it. So, like, Vid needs a lot and Dark John needs a lot. We need a lot of slime. So I found this area behind Onyx and I's, did I say that correctly? Onyx and I's industrial area that has like 5 slime chunks in it. That has roughly 5 slime chunks in it. So just to make this area really cool and to try to make the most efficient slime farm I can on the server, it's going down to deep slate. We're not going down to bedrock because that's kind of unnecessary, I'd say, for a slime farm. That's low. That's really low for a slime farm. We don't need to go all that low. So this is going to go down to deep slate, but I have to take care of some water, and I do want a time lapse blowing this thing up. I just spent hours upon hours removing water in this place. I didn't realize how much water was down here. Last time we left off, I was placing dirt right there. I had to come. Is that more? That's more water. Oh no! Everything's falling apart. I don't understand. Is that actually more water? Did I just spot it? It is! Is it just one source though? It was just one source. Everything's fine. Everything's peachy, but I just spent literally hours removing water from underneath this area. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I removed enough water. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna send section by section. I'm gonna replay mod it all, and we're gonna run this as a time lapse and try to get this area completely blown up and down to what, I don't know what level we'll end up at, but this is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to this. So let's run the replay mod. Okay, so the time lapse is actually still running, but I wanted to jump in here and just show you. One of the TNT found a way to break. Look how smooth it gets the floor, though. That's gonna be so nice. But one of the TNT broke. No idea how. The thing's still functional. It just doesn't have a piece of TNT on it. And it's leaving a perfect strip all the way through. So we're gonna have to handle that. That's interesting. So I'm gonna fix that quick. I just had to interrupt time lapse for that. So I have no idea how I'm going to capture that, but I did die. I did think I could fix the machine mid-run, and it did not end well for me at all, even remotely. It did not. But shockingly, I lost like next to nothing. Everything that I had on me is still here. I'm completely astounded by that. I feel so good about that. So I'm going to rebuild up a few sections. Surprisingly, since I got, teleported over here, the machine did break a little bit, but not nearly as substantial as I thought it would. So, didn't mean to do that. So we're going to rebuild up just one section and then replace the TNT in 2 others. And then it should be back to working order. That could have been a monumental failure. That could have blown up literally everything. And then I would have been left with this. And I don't want to be left with this. I don't even like the floating blocks. I'm just going to run this thing for an hour and see if it gets rid of the floating blocks. But I need to fix this. And then you can see there's like 2 cells that seem to have just lost their TNT. So yeah, not could be worse. Could be significantly worse. I'm not mad. I'm quite happy. Next time, don't do that, me. Good call. And just like that, our area is complete. I went ahead and skipped a little bit of the time lapse because it was literally just going back and forth. At that point, you kind of got the concept of what I was going for, but the perimeter is completely done. And that brings us down to around layer -3, which will be more than enough to build an absolute mega slime farm in this chunk. So to move on with the episode, to continue on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay out where the chunks are again, and then we'll start building up the platforms because it should be pretty basic. I am going to dig into the floor to make this farm happen, but I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun. Oh, I'm so pumped. This is going to be really cool. I just died in the absolute stupidest way possible. So you guys haven't actually seen what I'm doing here yet because, yeah, I wanted to show you when it was done. So I went and got more magma blocks. Well, we gotta go get my stuff. I went and got more magma blocks, and I was just flying into the slime farm. This is where you're gonna get your update, I guess, because that's how that's gonna work. But I was flying into the slime farm, and I'm looking for where did that just happen? I'm looking for where I left off. There's one rogue stone block right here. I run into it and completely explode, apparently. That was awesome. I'm not even mad. Now I gotta get all my stuff because I literally went everywhere. This is insane. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. And it caught me so off guard because I didn't know the block was there. So it literally, it came out of nowhere. Okay, well, I guess I'm getting all my items back. Hopefully. Where is everything? How did you get there? Questions. Oh my god, there's items all in this. How am I gonna get all this back? I will be the first to admit, things got a little out of hand, and things go significantly quicker when 2 people are working on a project. It's a slime farm. It's not a finished slime farm, but it is a slime farm. Now, I don't know how much I've actually recorded of it. It could be none. It could have went from seeing the time lapse to this. So, welcome. I fell back into old habits, but I did want to jump on, and that's actually what made me think of this, and talk about the iron golems, because things haven't gone the way I wanted. I don't know how to add them. I think I have a plan, and that's what we're going to be doing for the remainder of this episode, is actually finalizing up this farm. But I tried snow golems to shoot the slime off, and it works, but you need so many of them, and like obviously they can die, and it's just a thing. It's just a thing that I don't want to deal with. So I added in golems like this, but the slime can actually jump and hit them, and it's just problematic. It is. So I'm gonna actually design out a brand new chamber. Get rid of all these guys. Like you can see, these guys actually died from things spawning in and shooting them. I could just make it safer and more efficient. Moving it back, sure, the slime might not be able to see them right away, but should be okay. So I need to head over and get some sand and dupe some sand. Let's be honest, we're using a sand duper. Alrighty, I'll be honest. There was a little bit of a time shift again where I threw it together and I didn't record it because I went into grind mode. I went into complete grind mode, and I figured doing another time lapse in this video would be kind of unnecessary considering we've already had a decent time lapse. So I actually can go ahead and pretty much finalize this farm. We can take a look at it and we can run through some numbers of what everything is. I actually don't know how much this farm is going to produce on a max rate. I have no idea because it's hard to do when you're on a server with a lot of people, like a lot of people online. So either way, the farm is put together, and you can see instantly the iron golem. Look over there. They go right for the iron golems. Now, to make things a little simpler and make my life a lot easier, I just went with these kind of trays here, and they work extremely well. They're so far away that the slime can't actually hurt the golems. It's perfect, and it seems like they can detect them from super duper far away, and it went kind of crazy. So let's head up there and let's do a little bit of stats to figure out kind of how much was put into this farm just to get it to the state that it's in. Alright, so the stats are actually kind of interesting. Each layer here was roughly 2,000 blocks. So there's, yeah, I think it was more than 2,000. I don't know the blocks. I think it was 2,000. I'll have to ask Onyx. We'll say there's about 25,000 blocks placed for the platforms in total. And then the iron golems, there's actually 154 iron golems in this farm. For the total of this whole farm, it is so cool. And I don't regret building it this way at all. I think this project has really come together. So to finish off the episode and make everything just a little more complete, we're going to tear down everything. We're going to clear out the barrier, and we're going to make this area just look like it was supposed to be here. Now, this project isn't completely done. I have plans to come back to this project and do things a little different here and make it look a little pretty. But for now, the functionality of this farm, you okay, Bat? Or is this my internet? This is my internet. Come on. Fly up. The functionality of this farm is complete. So let's tear it down and take a look at it without any of this weird scaffolding. And I think that's gonna do it for our episode. Take a look. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't enough. We had to go through and make things even more spicier, but that was an extra week's worth of time. So that's actually going to do it for this episode. Real this time. I'm not going to cut out like I did last time, but I think this farm looks absolutely amazing. Now, next episode, we're going to work on prettying up the landscaping around it. You can see I did a little bit of work here. Nothing too crazy, but I just want to terraform the area down so this just looks a little more natural, right? It looks a little more clear to be here, and then we can work on the actual collection system. Right now, it just collects into a chest, and we need to be able to collect all the slime because Dark John needs a lot of it. He needs a lot of slime, and that's one of the motivations for building this farm. Not gonna lie, I missed a spot. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm gonna have to come through and fix this later. The farm is almost done, I guess. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of the IgnitorSMP. This was a long one. This one actually set me back a little bit. I ended up behind on videos. So if you guys did enjoy the Mega Slime Farm, be sure to hit the like button. If you guys enjoyed the content you've seen here, you enjoyed the videos I've been making lately, be sure to hit the subscribe button because I appreciate that more than you could ever believe. Anyway, guys, anywho, that's gonna do it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.